So, this is a bonus episode to talk about why the podcast is changing. And on Wednesday, I am so excited to launch a brand new season under the new name Walking in Grace Podcast. So, normally I would start off the podcast saying you are listening to a single moment podcast, but it happened a couple of months ago where I felt the leading of God to just change the name of the podcast. Not only did I feel the leading of God to do so for the podcast, but I just felt like there was something new happening in my life. It was one of those things where you can't exactly put your finger on it, but you know when God is moving you into something new without you knowing exactly what that new is. However, as I went into prayer, I felt God just really impress on my heart that it was time for a new podcast name. So a single moment started not a couple of years ago. A single moment started probably more than 10 years ago, primarily as a blog, primarily as a website to encourage Christian singles. So at the time, I was single. Now, before the applause, because I'm still single. Currently, right now, I am still single. However, it was something to encourage myself and for other people as we were navigating the space of being a Christian single, specifically being an older Christian single. And by older, at the time, I was probably in my early 30s, mid 30s. So now I am, oh my gosh, 45, and I don't even look like it. And I'm not just saying that, other people have told me that, but I digress. So that was primarily what a single moment was for. And it evolved into a podcast. So from the website, from a blog to a podcast. And I have used that name for years. And I just felt like it was time for something new. And when I tell you how God picked this name, I mean, I was in prayer, I was reading my word, and when I felt like He was impressing me to change the name, I was like, well, what can it be? And Grace kept coming to mind. It kept coming to mind. I was like, well, it has to be something more than that. And so it's like walking in grace just came to mind. And I was like, wow, are you sure? Are you sure? And so what happened was maybe like a couple of weeks ago, I was in prayer and God was confirming about the name change. And it's so interesting when I said, okay, this is going to be the new name. I opened up my email and I was on this email list. And for the encouraging word for Advent season that morning, the email was, God is changing your name. No kidding. God is changing your name. Like it's time to reinvent yourself. And so I am so excited about this new season. I'm so excited about what God is giving me to do, the assignments, the grace that He is allowing me to have. Because let's be real, I'm going to be real with you guys. I was not on the assignment of the podcast as I should have been. And God kept telling me to do it. And I would half-heartedly do it. Now, I love doing this podcast, but you know, when you have your own agenda and you're not really truly committed to God's agenda, then that's going to always be a problem, because His way or no way. And that's it. And so I am finally, for real, I'm finally on His agenda. And I am so, so happy and excited about this. I'm so excited that walking in grace, I am the epitome of walking in grace. We all are, as long as God is allowing you to wake up each day and you are still in His care and you are walking with Him. We are all walking in grace. And I'm so excited about what that name change means, because God is really leveling up my faith. I have grown and matured as a woman of God, as a Christian, as a believer, as a student, as a teacher, all of those things that God is calling me to be and calling me into. So I am so ecstatic about the new that He's doing in my life. So much so that I even bought a journal for this year, and I put Isaiah 43:19. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Don't you see it? Or can't you see it? Go read that verse, Isaiah 43:19. And so when I felt like God was telling me to change my name, I knew it was time. It was time. A single moment has served me well. And so for all of you who have rocked with me, who have subscribed, who have tuned in, who have said an encouraging word for a single moment podcast, I thank you. I thank you. But we are walking into something new, something deeper. God is always leading, as I am doing exactly what He wants me to do. When I give you guys these podcast episodes, and when I'm talking about these, it's heaven's download. And so I'm so excited about that. And so what I have in store for this new season, this next season, this now season, we are going to take it up a notch. We are elevating a lot of things, and I will not spoil the surprises for you. You'll just have to subscribe and tune in. So why did the name change? Why am I now walking in grace? Because God has said it is a new season, and it is time to elevate. It is time to change some things, and it is time for a name change. We are walking into the new. So hello 2026 and beyond. And again, thank you for subscribing and walking with me. And as always, subscribe, follow, and join me Wednesday as we begin this new season of Walking in Grace podcast.